Holy shit, this movie is already 20 years old? What's up, nerds? Ash here. Today we're talking about another bad movie that is actually enjoyed by a large number of people. Now, we love this film, but we want to take a quick second and talk about what makes it a bad movie for this channel. We look up the movie, and if it's below 60 or a 6 on the majority of major review sites like IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic. This by no means makes it an actual bad film, or else we wouldn't be here talking about it. We just wanted to give you nerds some clarity. Now, let's dive into Atlantis. People have a lot of varying complaints that are honestly kind of confusing and odd. People complain there isn't a compelling story, or characters, or anything memorable. Some even said the animation is a failure. With these complaints, I have to question whether or not we even seen the same film. Compelling story? They are looking for the lost city of Atlantis. The first 10 minutes are pretty compelling. I enjoyed this film as a kid, and now as an adult, I enjoyed it even more. The characters are all great, if you pay attention. They even make Milo's dead grandfather feel like a character. Anyone who says the animation is bad, I only have one thing to say. How? There is so much beautiful detail. There is another interesting complaint, like no kids, cute animals, or music and dancing. While this complaint is valid, I feel that it would be hard to do that for this story. We have teenagers, badass creatures, and awesome action scenes. I say a fair trade. One of the main things I really appreciated this time around was Thaddeus, Milo's grandfather who passed. Through dialogue with other characters, we learn a lot about him. The most heartbreaking was when Whitmore is recruiting Milo. He says Thaddeus died a broken man because of the people at the museum. A man that was an amazing adventurer died broken because of the attitude of snobs. Damn. Luckily, this grandfather grows on us. We hear a few things from Milo, but we also see his effect on the others of the crew, Sweet being a good example of this. These things made him feel like a character, not just a family for our protagonist. Another great thing this film deserves major props for is the diversity of the characters. Look at the crew, and you see all different types of people of colors and backgrounds. They also have numerous badass and just plain awesome women too. You have Helga, Aubrey, and of course Kita, and all of that is just great to see, not just in 2000, but even now. Many felt it wasn't historical enough when, in reality, Atlantis is a folklore or legend. But this movie was literally centered around the story. It opened with a quote from Plato in 360 BC stating, "In a single day and night of misfortune, the island of Atlantis disappeared into the depths of the sea." Then Milo's theory of the journal and location. Later in the movie, we physically see Atlantis, and the markings and the design is very similar to those of the Aztecs. Kita even states how Atlantis was casted below the ocean because of the gods' jealousy of Atlantis and sent a great cataclysm sending them below. Soon after, Kita even states her age and the age of Atlantis, which is very old. How is this not historical or legend enough for a movie, or even compelling? There are numerous great moments in this film, but some of my favorites are when Milo is first meeting Preston Whitmore and the journal is placed in his hands. The water rippling reflection was a great attention to detail. Or even when they descend into the waters for the first time and at the very end of the film. When they are descending, everything comes together so we feel like Milo, ready for adventure. Between the music, camera, and the animation, it is just amazing. The ending, I love too. I love seeing Milo and Kita climb to a high point and watch the camera pull out to see how massive the city is. Throughout the whole film, you see small sections or zoom-ins once the city is destroyed. This shot shows how far the characters came and how a dying city was revived. When the city was dying, it reminded me of the book Atlantis, a really advanced race being wiped out. Like I said, there are numerous moments that just make this film a blast, whether it's seeing Milo achieve not just his but his grandfather's life's research as well, or seeing the advanced technology of the people. The whole Atlantis made me think of Wakanda. The entire Atlantis felt like its own world, somewhere you just want to get lost in. There is so much lore that it would be great to get more of this world. Okay, Disney, you clearly don't care about this movie like most people, so just let Square Enix do a world in the next Kingdom Hearts. That continues the story and gives us more lore. Also, what the F do we have to do to make Kita a Disney princess? Come on, she's awesome and cooler than most of the other Disney princesses. We need more diversity there. If we're really being desperate, we can even point out that she wasn't even herself for the whole film, like they do with even other minorities. She has the childlike personality that so many have, even though she is hella old. She is kind and loved by her people. I'm like Cap in this situation. I can do this all day. If you don't like this film, I really think you should give it another try for way more than we have time for. This film is one of the many underrated Disney films that get covered up for more mediocre movies. Fantastic animation, music, characters, and a world all make this film one of the greats from Disney. Since Disney is adapting numerous classics for live action, this one is perfect for an adaptation. If you do like this movie, who is your favorite character? What is your favorite thing about this film? Let's dive into this film some more down below. Thanks for watching. Now stay nerdy and keep binging.